discoveries.
Well, have you ever dreamed of a quirky kingdom where the sun pulls a sneaky vanishing act for half the year, leaving folks to chase glow in the dark adventures and these hybrids? Talk about thrill seekers, Iceland, that wild playground of bubbling volcanoes and frosty fjords, is about to spill its juicy secrets on human grit to make nature's wildest nights. In this electrifying episode of Top T15 Discoveries, we're plunging headfirst into the beating pulse of this arctic enigma, unearthing zany facts that spotlight the sneaky battles and epic wins of ordinary lives. Our sun-soaked marathons that never end beneath black winters, whisper find your own sparkle, Icelanders tangle with loneliness and chaos, flipping them into turbocharged bonds and soul-fire magic. What bizarre rituals and heart-pumping wonders await? Stick around, you won't believe the twist coming your way. Number 12. The land with 6 months of no sunlight. Picture this. It's 11 p.m. in Reykjavik during summer, and folks are still pedaling bikes leisurely, flipping pages in parks, or sipping coffee at outdoor cafes under a sunset that lingers like an old friend. From May to August, the sun barely dips below the horizon, creating the midnight sun, a golden haze that blankets northern spots like a kuriri for a full 24 hours. We would flip the calendar to late November through early February, and Iceland slips into polar night. In the capital, daylight peaks out only from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., while farther north, weeks pass with scarcely a glimmer. This stark contrast forces Icelanders to confront the gloom head-on, where feelings of seclusion can creep in like the cold. Yet they embrace its kind under artificial lights, soaking in geothermal hot pots, or gathering with strong coffee, jazz tunes, puzzles. They stay remarkably active, using special lamps to lift moods and cherishing every moment, proving that true light radiates from within the Nordic spirit. As we transition from these celestial rhythms to the human spirit shining through societal norms, consider how Iceland's women navigate their own paths in a world that demands equality amid personal vulnerabilities. Have you ever faced a moment where societal expectations tested your independence? Number 11. A wonderful country for women. You've likely heard tales of Northern Europe's poised, beautiful women, but in Iceland, the chill only amplifies their allure for visitors worldwide. With skin like fresh snow, hair in shades of gold or sun-kissed brown, and piercing blue eyes, their physical charm is undeniable. But what truly captivates is their fierce, independent spirit, wild and unyielding. In ranking first in gender equality for over a decade, Iceland empowers women to lead as CEOs, artists, teachers, fishers, and nurturing mothers who unwind by hot springs after snowy drives. In matters of the heart, they're proactive. A local might invite you for a beer, text first, or boldly declare affection, with no rigid scripts on who makes the move. But bill splitting is the norm, embodying fair love. With a tiny population of about 390,000, even got the Icelanding app to check family Tammys before dating unique worldwide. These women fluently read 1,000-year-old text, yet spark laughter in seconds, blending ancient wisdom with modern wit like snow-capped volcanoes of intellect. If you enjoy uncovering these hidden gems on Top 15 Discoveries, hit that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more fascinating explorations. From the empowerment of individuals to the structured freedoms of daily life, Iceland's alcohol policies reveal how communities balance indulgence with well-being, addressing the subtle pulls of excess that many face. What do you think? Does limiting access help or hinder personal freedom? In my view, these stories remind us that embracing darkness, whether literal or metaphorical, builds unbreakable resilience, a lesson for anyone staring down life's long winters. Similarly, true equality isn't just about rights, it's about fostering spaces where vulnerability turns into strength, encouraging us all to lead with authenticity. Number 10. Alcohol sold exclusively at state stores. Unlike grabbing a bottle of wine at your local US supermarket, in Iceland, that's off the table. Alcohol isn't stocked in convenience stores or regular markets, whether in Reykjavik or remote towns. Instead, head to Vinbudin, the government-run chain, one of the world's quirkiest systems designed to curb overconsumption. These stores keep strict hours, shuttered Sundays, and closing early Saturdays, catching many tourists off guard and forcing sober evenings. This setup not only promotes public health but mirrors Iceland's ethos of responsible living, freedom by boundaries. It's why Iceland boasts one of Europe's lowest alcohol intake rates, turning potential pitfalls into mindful habits. Shifting from controlled indulgences to nature's untamed beauty, Iceland's beaches offer a paradise without the usual sunny trappings, where the raw power of the elements mirrors the inner battles we wage against unpredictability. Have you visited a place where nature's force made you feel both small and alive? Number 9. A beach paradise without sunshine. Just 110 miles south of Reykjavik lies Reykjavík, far from your typical palm-fringed shore. No tropical rays here, yet it's hailed as the world's most stunning black sand beach, a surreal wonder born from volcanic lava, with towering basalt columns rising like ancient fortresses forged by Norse gods. Waves crash up to 40 feet, blurring lines between human fragility and nature's might. If tropical spots are your benchmark for allure, this will reshape your view. Featured in hits like Game of Thrones and Star Wars, its otherworldly vibe draws filmmakers. Icelanders honor personal space and freedom here, meditate in the biting wind or lose yourself in the scenery, as long as mutual respect prevails, a quiet nod to navigating life's shared yet solitary journeys. As we move from coastal wonders to communal rituals, Iceland's bathing traditions strip away barriers, exposing the universal quest for purity and connection in a world full of hidden divides. What draws you to hot springs, relaxation, or something deeper? From personal reflection, the discipline in Iceland's alcohol culture teaches that boundaries aren't restrictions but safeguards for joy, a reminder to savor life's pleasures mindfully. Likewise, beaches like Reykjavík show us that beauty often hides in the unexpected, urging us to embrace discomfort as a path to profound appreciation. Number 8. A unique bathing ritual in Iceland. Bathing in Iceland isn't just hygiene, it's a communal rite woven into daily existence. Key rules: scrub thoroughly before entering pools or hot springs, often under a clothing optional policy with no private stalls or curtains, fostering equality in steam. It might seem odd at first, but for locals, it's second nature, ensuring shared waters stay pristine. The Blue Lagoon stands as the icon. Turquoise waters from a geothermal plant, rich in minerals, enveloped in misty black rocks, now a premier European wellness spot. For authenticity, trek to Reykjavík, hike steaming hills to a natural valley stream, no frills, just raw nature, freedom, and self-discovery. So this culture symbolizes health, harmony with the earth, and premium experiences that heal the soul. Transitioning to sweeter traditions, Iceland's ice cream obsession defies the cold, highlighting how simple joys combat the chill of isolation. Have you braved eating ice cream in freezing temps? Number 7. Ice cream is a special culture in Iceland. Weather be damned, eating ice cream in Iceland is a lifestyle, not a seasonal treat. Come January, with temps at 15 degrees, lines form outside shops as folks in wool hats clutch vanilla cones dipped in chocolate, laughing through the frost. It's a mindset, a defiant spark against winter's grip. Reykjavik residents have this quirky habit. Buy your scoop and savor it in the car, chatting as snowflakes dance outside, a romantic staple for first dates, where ice cream might just melt hearts. Don't miss Valdis in the Grundy district for wild flavors like black licorice or chili mango, or Icebud for classic vanilla with candy toppings, evoking childhood nostalgia. In this land of ice and fire, dessert becomes a cultural emblem, leaving visitors with lasting warmth. Take Anna, a local from Reykjavik I heard about through traveler tales. She recalls her first winter abroad, missing that carside cone ritual so much it brought tears, but it taught her to carry Iceland's joyful defiance wherever she goes. This humorous yet touching anecdote shows how such traditions anchor us amid life's drifts. From frozen delights to village vigilance, the folks in Vik embody coexistence with nature's unpredictability, facing potential upheavals with calm preparation. What would you do living near an active volcano? In sharing these bathing and ice cream stories, I believe they underscore that vulnerability in communal spaces builds trust, while small indulgences like a winter treat remind us to find delight in adversity, valuable insights for nurturing our own inner peace. Number 6. The strangest foods in the world. Though we're ever savored a bite that echoes survival stories from a volcanic isle where harsh elements craft flavors, both bizarre and profound, challenging tastes while stirring the soul. Iceland's cuisine harnesses nature's extremes. Rudbrowd, dark rye baked underground in geothermal heat overnight, pairs with butter and eggs, soft boiled in Wyberthwan, 104-degree hot springs, a poetic fusion of earth and ingenuity. Harl, fermented shark cured underground for months, yields a pungent, ammonia-tinged chew chased by Brennivim during winter feasts. Kaspid boiled sheep's head served whole honors Viking thrift at Tharblat alongside sursodir rootsbungar, pickled ram testicles with a cangy custard texture, and funky fermented skate. In 2025's trends, horse tataki surges at spots like Hotel Husafell, seared rare with Nordic herbs for ethical, sweet innovation. Skyer, the protein-packed yogurt like cheese, tops nutrition surveys for high protein, low sugar appeal. Sef Ingolfur Piffle's tale from Husafell, wrestling a slippery shark fillet stench turned humorous, but sharing hacker-bonded tourists in laughter and vulnerability, celebrating life's flavorful risks. On top 15 discoveries, these edibles reveal nourishment feeds resilience, urging us to embrace the unfamiliar for novelty and growth. Number 5. Dive between two continents only in Iceland. In Thingvellir National Park, a UNESCO treasure, Silfra Fisher lets you plunge between Eurasia's and North America's tectonic plates, one of Earth's singular thrills. To crystal-clear waters grant 100-meter visibility, the world's best for diving, sourced from Longjökull Glacier filtered through volcanic rock over decades, pure enough to sip, dubbed nature's smart water. Year-round temps hover at 36 to 39 degrees, but wetsuits or dry suits make it bearable, rewarding every breath. It's more than exploration, it's entering a void between realms, where plates drift apart 2 centimeters yearly, a metaphor for human separations and reconnections. I recall diver Alex from a forum share. On his first Silfra plunge, the narrow gap where he touched both sides felt like mending a personal rift after years apart from family. Humorous in its chill, yet deeply moving, reminding him connections endure despite drifts. Venturing from aquatic boundaries to equine wonders, Iceland's horses showcase purity and adaptability, mirroring our own quests for heritage amid change. What's your take on preserving traditions? These village and diving narratives highlight that preparation fosters peace and uncertainty, while unique experiences like Silfra encourage us to bridge gaps, lessons in resilience and unity that enrich our daily lives. Number 4. Reykjavik Jazz Festival, swinging tunes in the capital. Imagine a city where saxophones wail under the midnight sun, turning urban streets into stages that heal isolation through shared melodies and spontaneous joy. The Reykjavik Jazz Festival 2025, spanning a vibrant long weekend from August 21st to 24th at Harpa Concert Hall, featured over 50 concerts blending Icelandic folk influence with international improvisations, attracting 8,000 enthusiasts. This cultural staple celebrates jazz's improvisational spirit, mirroring Icelanders' adaptability to weather and life rhythms, where musicians fuse volcanic beats with cool Nordic vibes. Attendees enjoyed intimate sets in cafes and grand performances, highlighting the genre's role in fostering creativity amid long winters. One touching anecdote from 2025 involved veteran trumpeter Ole during a jam session invited a young fan on stage. Her nervous solo turned into a crowd-pleasing duet, humorously off-key at first, but it sparked her passion for music, inspiring community mentorship programs. The festival promotes inclusivity with free outdoor gigs, emphasizing jazz as a cultural bridge that counters solitude by encouraging collaboration and emotional release. Shifting from jazz harmonies to artistic spectacles, Reykjavik's Arts Festival paints the town with innovation that sparks collective imagination. What role does music play in lifting your spirits during tough times? In reflecting on this jazz celebration, I believe it shows how creative expression mends divides, inviting us to improvise through life's uncertainties with grace and connection. Number 3. Reykjavik Arts Festival, a canvas of creativity and expression. I've envisioned a festival where art bursts from every corner, transforming everyday spaces into mirrors of the human soul's quest for meaning and unity. In late May 2025, the Reykjavik Arts Festival unfolded over 2 weeks, showcasing 200 events including concerts, operas, dance, and theater across local venues like the National Theatre. This biennial extravaganza, drawing 50,000 visitors, embodies Iceland's vibrant cultural scene, where contemporary works intersect with folklore. The artists explore themes of nature's fragility and personal growth through installations inspired by glaciers and myths. It fosters community by turning galleries into interactive hubs, addressing the subtle yearnings for connection in a sparse landscape. A poignant story surfaced from sculptor Freyja, who in a 2025 exhibit shared how her ice melting piece, symbolizing transient beauty, moved a grieving visitor to tears, humorous in its slippery setup, yet deeply evocative, leading to workshops on emotional healing through art. The festival supports emerging talents, reinforcing culture as a lifeline that nurtures innovation and empathy. Moving from artistic bursts to literary shadows, Iceland Noir delves into mysteries that captivate minds and hearts alike. Have you discovered art that reshaped your worldview? These arts gatherings remind us that creativity is a balm for isolation, encouraging bold self-expression to forge deeper human ties. Number 2. Life in Reykjavik, one of the most vibrant in Northern Europe. Reykjavik, Europe's tiniest capital akin to a New York neighborhood, buzzes with enough vigor to illuminate Arctic winters. Cobblestone streets gleam clean, houses pop in bright colors, and street art turns walks into open-air galleries. Traffic's mellow. Folks stroll, cycle, zip in electric cars, no subways or trains, yet the city spans in minutes, letting you soak in surroundings without rush. Daytime draws to Hallgrímskirkja's iconic spire or Harpa's seaside modernism. Cafes like Kaffibarn or Reykjavik roasters host raiders and artists amid indie malaise and golden glows. Night transforms it. Northern Europe's top nightlife on Laugaveggur and Osterstræti, with bars like Lebowski-inspired spots or vibrant Kiki Queer Bar, welcoming all. Stylish women stride confidently, cocktails in hand, sparking chats freely. Transitioning to nature's rarities, Iceland's wonders, from elf lore to waterfalls, evoke the mystical side of existence, where belief meets the tangible struggles of harmony with the unseen. Do you believe in hidden realms like elves? Number 1. The land of rare natural wonders. If fairy tales convince you elves are fiction, Borgarfjord or Easter Village might sway you. Locals not only believe but coexist peacefully, convinced the Elf Queen dwells atop Alfaborg Hill. They've built an honored elf house, advising visitors against touching. Iceland flaunts planet-topping waterfalls. Seljalandsfoss, nearly 200 feet, lets you walk behind its cascade for nature's awe. Skogafoss crafts double rainbows daily, a fantastical twist on Niagara's grandeur. Don't overlook Jökulsárlón Glacial Lagoon, with azure icebergs floating like Arctic art, or Gullfoss, plunging 105 feet into a gorge, reminders of life's fleeting beauty amid enduring forces. From ethereal sights to festive smilelands, celebrations defy norms, celebrating milestones that highlight communal joy against seasonal hardships. What's your favorite quirky holiday? These urban and natural tales affirm that vibrancy thrives in the small scales, combating isolation through connection. Likewise, wonders like elves and falls inspire wonder, urging us to find magic in the mundane for fuller lives. Conclusion: Unveiling Iceland's heart, lessons from fire, ice, and spirit. As we've traversed the top 15 discoveries in Iceland, from the midnight sun's relentless gaze exposing hidden solitudes to the polar night's velvet cloak, where the soul's quiet glow defies the void, from trailblazing women shattering barriers in a world of unspoken doubts to eclectic festivals weaving Viking echoes and jazz rhythms into bonds that heal the heart. We've unearthed a realm where fire and ice temper the human essence into something extraordinary. These truths, woven with resilient feasts like buried breads and fermented delicacies, whisper that adversity isn't an end but a forge for empathy. Innovation and unbreakable unity, illuminating our own paths through life's shadowed valleys. So if these tales have stirred your spirit or kindled a flame within, smash that like, share your cherished gem. Maybe the elf whispers or puffin guardians in the comments. And subscribe to Top E15 Discoveries for endless adventures. Until our next quest, hold this close. Every darkness cradles a light, ready to guide you home. Thanks for the journey.